failed my driving test, so just like recording stuff. But it is what it is, so I'll just record right now. It'll be kind of a short video, probably gonna read 32, 33 and 34 or something. But before we do that, I really want to show you something. So here I found the wackiest fucking village ever, basically survival. So this is the epiphany of stupidity. First of all, we have the water well being at the edge of town, and the question is, why is there a water well when we have those big fucking lakes where the whole village is in? That's the first issue. The second issue is the quality of the food farms. The villagers have no way of getting to them. I'm guessing they'll starve to it. If that was an actual city. Like this farm, and okay, from this farm and that farm right there. The villagers simply don't have access to it. It's pretty troubling. You might say, oh, it's terrain generation, they can't do anything about it. I guess you could get this one. But I have a theory that I'll share with you in a second. First of all, another big issue with the village. It is made near a ravine and of a lake. Next to a ravine of a lake, and the ravine cuts right through near the village. And my theory is that it's not about the farms being generated up, it's about the area being unstable and the whole ground falling downwards. And this is how I feel like, because the farms would be a bit more stable, the whole ground was used to be this level right here, but then everything fell down or something. Maybe it used to be on. Let's go take a look at the shitty villages. Anyways, so maybe ground like here used to be on this level or something, and something to prove my theory is how here you have some part of the road that is on top of here. My theory is that it also has to be on that level. Yeah. Now the thing is, this area right here, how this is higher than this, which shows that because this is a proper construction, I'm guessing it's connected to coast right here, it hasn't fallen down yet. There even some dirt here, but everything else in this area, because of the water and because of this ravine right here, is falling all back down, except the farm that is more structurally better. Okay, that's the first issue with this village. The second issue with this village, in my opinion, would be this exact location in regards to the water lake. We have this big fucking lake, and you know, you could have made the village in this area, for example, or maybe even that area. If it is in that area, you'll be closer to the next part of the desert. I'm not sure if there are other villages, but that area is gonna be better. You have access to fishing here. And you have also sightseeing, which will boost the tourism a bit more, because it'll be easier to make infrastructure, because the whole village is gonna be next to the hills. In general, I feel like it'd be better if the village was here. A little bit better. But they did not make it there. They chose it to be inside of the fucking lake, which is part, not the whole village, but part of it. Like this farm, for example. And the roads, look at the roads, they have been flooded. I'm guessing there used to be like a dam, maybe? Maybe not a dam, but like at some point the area got flooded. I'm guessing the area might have been flooded. And because if you see that right here, where the water is actually the kind of the lowest point in the whole biome. You see this area goes up, but here is the lowest point in the surrounding area. You see, does my voice work? Yeah, my voice works, okay. So I'm guessing this is an old village, really old village. Maybe it used to be a good location, but at some point the ground started to fall down. Right there, into the ravine. And during some big rainy days or something, a lot of the water the whole biome from the rain, went inside of this. I'm not sure there's a river. That's not a river, that's a lake. That's very odd. A lot of the water had just fallen down into this area. You can see there are already some population of squids in the area, in the water area, which means that it has been the water has been there for a long time, and for those species to be there, it must mean that maybe it was not a rain, but that river right there used to go through here that way, maybe something like this. And but because of how river works, actually, I'll show you in a second. How do river lakes happen? This really cool picture. Yeah, it's right here. So you see how let's go Oxbow Lakes. How do Oxbow Lakes happen? Not actually explained for the purpose of this. So imagine you have the ground. You pause the game. I'll pause this in case I die. Okay, imagine you have the whole area, like a forest or whatever it is. Then you have a river. River goes that way, maybe. I'm not sure, that way. Or something like that. It makes sense. But with time the river is gonna start being like this. More and more. And at some point it is gonna be like this. But it's like something like this. And when that happens, those two areas connect. And that stuff there, at some point, the lake becomes the part of the river that was like this, that got separated, becomes like this. I'm not sure if I explain it well. There has to be a picture here. Yeah. Rivers move a lot. Like here, for example. Rivers start moving a lot. Like in zigzag direction. And when they hit each other, the river keeps flowing. And that area, because it's useless, becomes into a lake. So theory could be that this is to be a part of the river that goes that way. But at some point, the river kept being straight, kept doing zigzag, and at the end it becomes straight, and this lake happened right here. So maybe what happened is that the village, looking at it, it is in that area. Maybe the river used to go through here, but when the lake happened, it flooded the whole thing. And the villagers, I guess due to traditions, they did not move. And now they are living here. This shithole. You might be wondering why I'm calling this a shithole. I already said some of the reasons. But it's not only the bad education and the bad decision making. Let's come to this. I am sure the villagers have enough time to progress. Look at the surrounding areas, by the way. Just for a second, look at the surrounding areas. We have, let's say that tourism does not exist. But look at those mountains, man. Look at the wood everywhere. You have prime area for fishing, wood cutting, farming, animal husbandry, and mineral gathering. A refinery of coal and, if you go that way, of iron as well. You have coal and iron deposits as well. The villagers could have done so much, but they just haven't, man. They haven't because they're lazy bums. That's why they haven't. Let's ignore for a second what happened to the village. In my theory that it used to be on the shore of the river, it's in a desert. But because the river became an oxbow, it's quite an old village, and because there was an oxbow lake, that happened. By the way, the oxbow lake would explain the whole squid thing. But let's ignore that. The villagers must have had so many opportunities to ask for finance from the government, or from the village association or something. But the big issue here is, look at this housing, man. Look at this housing. We have terrorists, school shooters, cannibals everywhere. This is just safety hazard. Look at this shit. Look at this fucker. Just exploding. Just exploded on me, bro. That's not normal. You know that. First of all, the healthcare system is completely tragic. There's not a single hospital in this village. Second, they live in the savannah. Savannah gets pretty hot. And there have to be some areas for shade, so maybe not parks because they're surrounded by nature, but there has to be some areas for shade or something, but no, there isn't. Also, cleaning water is an issue. Now that they use some water right here for the farms, so I'm guessing the water is at least usable for farms. But they walk on the streets, man, and I don't see any waste management. If I had to guess, they shit on the water as well. They're putting a London right now, man. That's not normal. That's not normal. Their shit, their dirt, their filth is in the water, and they eat from that. That cannot be sanitary. That cannot be sanitary. Then, look at how Minecraft works. there is a direct correlation between crime and lighting. We can say that terrorists, shooters, etc. spawn when it's dark, and when it's light, they cannot spawn because they're afraid to be seen. Let's say this Minecraft is. Fuck off, terrorists. I got them. Okay. Let's say this is how crime works. Right? This is how crime works in this world. The issue is with that crime. The issue is in the whole village, in all of the roads, I have seen only one lamp, and it's not any modern lamp. It is just something like right there around here, I think. It's not any modern lamp. Where the fuck is it? Right here it is. It is almost sunken lamppost, half working, half not working. That's everything. That's all the accessibility, all the special stuff, all the utility that the village has. No money from the central village government spent onto the roads. No school, no police, no nothing. And you might say, oh, they don't have enough resources to buy an iron golem to defend them. There needs to. They could have easily went into the mines, as the previously saw, went to the mines to gather the iron to create an iron golem to defend them during the night. And even if you don't have the money to create an iron golem, they have coal everywhere and loot everywhere. They can make some torches. And if you say, oh, they can make torches, they're fucking villagers, they don't have hands. Shut the fuck up. Look at this shit. In some of the houses. It's here, apparently. Anyways, in the big houses, in the central area, I'll get to say, I'll get central area in a second. In the big houses, right? They have torches in the middle of the city, so they can afford torches. But they're just lazy fuckers. They're living off the government, the government help. Okay. It's another issue. Next issue with that village. Look at this man. No lighting in the fucking house. They have a terrorist in there. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Okay. Next thing is, look at those houses, man. Empty as fuck. If I had to guess, there is some addiction that the villagers have. Maybe there is an underground casino or something, I'm not sure. And most of the villagers had to sell all their belongings to the pawn shop so they can survive, you know? And that is why this motherfucker has 38 on the for 1 emerald and 10 gold for 1 emerald. Because he needs the money. Greedy motherfucker. Greedy fucker. Okay. Now that we have talked about that, let's talk about some more pressing matters in this city. Not only are the houses barren or paying all the same thing. These are the rich houses in the middle. In the middle of the city. Now, I understand that usually houses of a position like this in the water would be a lot cheaper. The price rate would be a lot lower. You have to understand, they're the biggest houses around here. So that's not enough either being rich before the whole thing has happened, before the whole flooding thing and the lake thing has happened, or not. just like this. This house is an exception, but it's the only house that has 2 floors in the whole village. Not the only house. Like, I'm guessing that one has also 2 floors. But if I had to guess, 2 floors must be a sign of richness as well. It's in a prime location. Imagine the other wasn't here. It would be in prime location. Next to big houses, next to a farm. I'm guessing this is something like communism. Not communism, everyone works their own food. That's relevant. So that house is probably rich. Let's get back on track, guys. What are the crops? Wheat and carrots. No potatoes. And as you can see, there are no animal farms. So they're still on the hunter-gatherer shit, but they also have farms, which is just stupid. Like, they have food to feed the cows and the pigs or whatever, but they just don't. They don't do it. Everything that I have said now, up until now, when you add it together, it shows that people in this village, for a long time, the village thought, what is this lad doing? See, that's the addiction I'm talking about, not only because gambling. It's probably that guy is on drugs. Well, what is he? A butcher. That guy is a retard. That guy goes every day out to hunt the fucking animals. And look at the price. He hunts the animals, but he also wants the meat. Crazy person right there. They don't have meat industry in this fucking village. Look at those prices. 18, 16 culture per eating chicken. Now I could be the resident of this village for a couple of days. I stole a house basically because no one lived there. But maybe with those prices and shit, I think that no villagers wouldn't be able to afford it. And you will be right, they can afford it. So what I'm guessing is that this village is a popular destination for entertainment tourism. By that I mean casinos, drugs, hard drugs, and prostitution. And those prices set like this to get money from the tourists of this village. It must be an old tradition. Now, I'll tell you who I think is the culprit of this whole thing. Look at all those houses, man. It's my bed, by the way, it's not his bed. The culprit should be the librarian, because look at this shit. The librarian, unlike everything else, has a house that is connected right next to the well. He must be able to drink clean water. He's in the good part of town, near the farms, and has an actual road, and has a door, because many of the outskirts houses don't even have a door. He hasn't sold his crafting table, or his books, or his chairs and tables, which means that he either doesn't gamble, but because I feel like gambling is such a ubiquitous part of the culture of this village, he must be the mafia boss. He must be the mafia boss of this village guy. And this guy as well, you might say he's doing better off, right? He has this thing and this thing, but look at this outside man. He might have some property on the outside, but he does not care for it at all. And also look at this shit. It is sinking inside the ground, only daily connected by cables of dirt bricks. So this house might be alright, but it's nowhere near the goodness of that house, that brain fucker. Haven't talked about that. Let's go to the other houses on the outskirts of town. Oh, never mind, they have potatoes as well. I heard it. That's still irrelevant. Look at this. I went in the outskirts of town, immediately getting fucking shanked. Thank God I have a diamond pistol, otherwise I would have been robbed here of my items and experience. Look at this house. No door at all. Yes, it does have a second roof, which, as I said earlier, might be a sign of wealth, but at the same fucking time, guys, it does not have a door. So this person might be part of the mafia ring, and he has just do in renovation. He's ordering the wooden door right now from someone. I don't know. That's the good part of town. Let's say in the past, this was the middle of the town, the good part of town, middle of the town, but the flooding came, and I'm not sure if the gambling was during or after the flooding. But not only gambling, the scenes were only during or after the flooding, before or after the flooding. But what I'm sure is that the rich area was the librarian before, and now the rich area is the librarian as well. Which shows you that he must be really deep into the conspiracy. Let's keep going. You might say, oh, this house is nice, farms, functioning road, it's close to the mountains, maybe some tourism. No, it's a goddamn shithole. It has no lighting, no torches, they live in a stone era, and their floor is made out of fucking dirt. They had to sell the flooring of their home and the torch to pay off their debts. Now that's scary, but at least he gets to keep his door. Now when you go here, that house has no door at all. No door at all, man. And not only that, it looks like a fucking prison, man. Nothing is up. That one, the last one had at least a table or something. That one's nothing, and that one's nothing. You might think that those people just sold everything, but I feel like these people were innocent women who were forced into prostitution and now have to live their lives somewhere in the basement or they had to move somewhere else to pay their gambling debts, the gambling loans, the gambling debts. And that's why the house are barren. There's a torch here, but the owner probably had to leave in her. This house as well, nothing. Fucking grass is growing out of this house, man. This house, too filling grass. Does a cow live here or not? Like, those houses are horrendous. If I had to guess, homeless people are living here right now, in the apartment areas, and this one is to do prostitution. Moment of prostitution. Let's keep it friendly with the village. Now we have the farms, but what about the villagers? This one, butcher. Butcher, man, butchering is an incredibly tiresome work. To get the meat, you need to go out, because there's no industry again, you need to go out there, kill the animals, which will take the whole day, and get one missed animal. That's not enough. You need, like, at least the rent, no, the rent to buy a house has to be at least 50 meters per square block. And that guy, again, that's why I think it's a tourist trap, to sell the meat of the adventurers. Let's see, this guy is an armorer, so he asks to call for stuff. First of all, the price is too steep, which again is making me think that him and the butcher are either monopolists in the area, or is some kind of tourist trap to make the good people buy the stuff. So if he's asking for coal, he knows that people would have coal, which means that either the villagers are not centralized, don't have a centralized government to have an actual industry and just going to the mines in the ravine near the village to get the coal themselves, for themselves, or he's praying on the ventures to come here, get hooked up onto the gambling and prostitution, spend all their money, and have to live here to pay all their loans. Armor. Then we come to this guy right here, cleric. How come there is a cleric in this unholy place? I'll tell you how. Cleric. Do you know what the C stands for in cleric? For cocaine. That's the drug lord. He lives in a pretty alright house. Again, it's just his base of operations because in the middle of everything. But I'm guessing he and the librarian are part of the book conspiration. Let's look at the other professions and analyze them. Anyone here? They're speaking a little foreign language, which I don't understand. Now, where's my house? They stole from those fuckers. It's right there. Something. It's right there. I think. No, I'm not here. There? Yes. I trapped the fucker. This is my base. Trapped the fucker. This wee wanker is a butcher, and this wee fucker is the weaponsmith. Again, the steel prices are incredible, and because the butcher here, I'm guessing they're not. It's not a monopoly. It's a monopoly-based economy. I guess they're like loan sharks or something. I don't know where their base of operation is, but as you can see, I did not saw the librarian. He might have saw me cracking this village dirty secrets and has run off somewhere. I don't see the librarian. Maybe I'm tripping, but I cannot see. Is that the librarian? No, it's not an armor, man. Go back in the whole world, go back in the slums. So, there are a couple of issues with the city in general. History of the city. The river of the desert nearby, which I'll go to now. My theory, at least, would be that the river is going to the savannah as well. And that must have been many years ago. Maybe the river went through here even. Maybe because of the water here as well. Maybe the river went through here. Went here, touched the lake, the now lake, and went back into the other river. Like went connected that way. Maybe even through here as well. But when the whole thing happened and the river snatched together, those two little lakes and one big remained. Now, depending on the judging by the style of building of the whole area, I have to say that this village is old. The water does not exist here. If you remove the water, the village would be actually kind of normal. Yeah, pretty normal village. You can even see if the river went through here maybe. Yeah, it went through here for example. Even the ground here is a bit lower, so you can see that the river maybe went through here. Or even actually through here. Makes more sense to be there, that part of the lake, and then connects to some other lake, some shit. No, maybe not the lake, just connects that way. Yeah, that's even better. Villagers, normal villagers settled there, settled here for fish. And they became an agricultural society. They made a well, that is pretty deep, that's a pretty good well, we have to be honest. And they lived fine. I'm guessing around them, if I had to guess, it was some foreign power that came into the village. maybe some foreigner, maybe some warrior or something. Instead of killing them, he maybe enslaved them, for example. Yes, maybe he enslaved the villagers, not enslaved, like to control the village, and made big taxes, and the villagers had to adapt to her. I'm guessing they're more of a fishing society because they're near a fishing area, but they had to adapt. They already had the farms and fishing, but when they settled, when they got owned by someone else, they had to adapt to create the money, and that's where the world comes into play again. He makes a gambling ring, and the villagers start gambling because they have to pay their debts and they can't survive. They start gambling, and the whole industry starts to pop off. And for generations and generations, the whole industry of the gambling area starts to pop off. Maybe they modernize a bit the whole thing about the warlord becomes it more of a king thing. So it's not like enslaved, but just they're citizens. Yeah. Then gambling becomes part of the culture in general. Their kids, the fathers are teaching the kids actually take it, that gambling is good. And of course, with all the pleasures, with gambling comes prostitution and drugs. That's my theory. Prostitution and drugs come into play. And it's part of the visual traditions. Then the big flood happens. With many years, because they don't need to advance their society. Because of the gambling and all, they're a pretty close community. But then, turns out that many foreigners come to gamble. Because this is, at the end of the day, this village, I think, is at the edge of the Central Village Association jurisdiction. Maybe even outside of it. So that's why I'm guessing many people start coming into the village to gamble and to experience pleasures of prostitution, of gambling, of drugs and stuff, of alcohol probably. Maybe that's why they have a potato farm right here, 2 potato farms in the edge of town. Maybe that's why this house right here, it's not a, he's not selling his store. Maybe that's like a front, and when you mine down or something, you'll find the not the drug refinery, the vodka refinery for the alcohol industry. Maybe they're selling on small, like not necessarily, but on a small alcohol demand. How they gather the drugs, I'm guessing they grind up all the grass that's around them, and they grind it up into powder. Or they use sugarcane. If I had to guess, they use sugarcane. So maybe part of the villagers are part of the whole cartel thing and part aren't. But now that I think about it, I'm guessing that the librarian villager, the little bastard, has orchestrated the whole thing to look like some of the villagers have debts and they have to pay. But in actuality, it is that all the villagers in this town, this whole town is made of drugs and stuff. That's why it's so scuffed. That's why everything is so shady. That's why they don't care about anything. Maybe it has been all orchestrated. And if it has been all orchestrated, if I had to guess, then maybe the whole theory about the gambling and the drugs and the whole theory about the enslavement and the tribal thing is just false. And those houses are actually pretty recent compared to anything else. And they were made in this area on purpose because it's cheap to buy maybe not from the central village association, but from the country of the Muslim country of the villagers. Maybe the Muslim country of the villagers sold it or rented it out, and at the end of the day it seems really close to there, which is uninhabitable. So maybe that is the case. Maybe that is the case, guys. Maybe all those villagers are hardcore criminals who came to live here so they can sell their drugs to wanderers. And this is some kind of scuffed Las Vegas of the sea that is called -4449619155586754419. Maybe that's the world name. Maybe in this world it's like the Las Vegas but drugs are allowed type shit. Or maybe it is a normal village in a crisis and they came, kidnapped the woman, killed all the men, enslaved all the men, sold and kidnapped all the women, and they're forced to into prostitution right now. And the men are forced to go gather drug materials, but not drug materials. They can't gather them because if they gather them, they'll run away. So maybe the men are just drugged for prostitution as well, the men villagers. If I have to guess. So from all the clues, I'd say it's one of the three theories. It's either ancient society, ancient small society tribe type thing that has been forced into enslavement and corruption, and not the corruption, and because of its remote location and everything, gambling and all the other sins have become a main part of its culture. That's the first thing. The second thing was that hardcore criminals moved here and just travelers who come here, in the first year or so, they're betting on travelers like me and like other villagers to come here and to gamble a lot, and they have to pay off their debts and they'll go into the mines or something. The second issue, the second possibility was the one other thing. And the third possibility, it's a peaceful village, but crisis hit because of the river, because of flooding, because of the ground letting in. When crisis hit, they had to. They were too busy figuring it out, and so criminals came and enslaved them. These are the three things. So we talked about what has happened exactly. Now, oh by the way, for the third theory, maybe it is even an outpost for the Islamic country of the villagers, because it's near the jurisdiction, the territory, the jurisdiction of the central villager institution. So whatever the reason is, whatever the two reasons are, they have one thing in common. Most likely, corrupt officials and corrupt point of view of life. What can be done? What can Claire do for this village? First of all, we would have to drain the water. That will be a meticulous process, but as you saw, there was no, I didn't know that, but there's a jungle around the Rosenborg that way, I think, I'm not sure. And there are big iron reserves. So a way that you can remove the water issue in this world would be to make shears with the iron, mine the leaves, and place leaves, and remove the leaves, or just leave the leaves on the ground. Even leaving them might be better, because mobs, like shooters and stuff, criminals, do not walk on leaves. They don't give birth to each other on leaves. Like skeletons and zombies don't spawn the leaves, so they will refuse to give birth to each other on the leaves, which is really good. It's really good. They'll make, like, some good 50-60% of the village safer. Then we can open some more infrastructure. Maybe another well in that part of the city. It's easier for access. Repair all the doors, add more torches or more lamps. Fix the roads, which means adding new gravel, removing the old gravel. Or even better, I would add maybe some other blocks, like granite or something. It will look good with an eye. It might gather some money in tourism. Then we need a centralized government. We need to join the village association and distance ourselves from the Muslim culture of the villagers, if possible, because this is a close area to the desert, where I'm guessing is a big part of the Muslim culture of villagers. This is really cool, really good outlooks for the villager association. Then we could take a loan from them or something and plan it out like a resort type thing, maybe with all the rivers in the savannah, the wildlife, the mountains. You can make some really good stuff, really good money with it. You can also, I would also probably add some bridges around the ravines to give their natural beauty, and also to make for more attractiveness, more attractive for tourism. I might change a bit of color palette, but I feel like these ancient buildings would gather even more stuff, even more people. What we can do is diversify the crops, maybe add some beetroots, make some different foods so we can sell food to the travelers who come to here. Maybe we can keep the gambling. I don't think the village association has anything bad to do with gambling. I think they respect all the business opportunities. Maybe even keep the gambling, remove the drugs, or add only the recreational drugs, like weed for example. Maybe keep the weed and remove the cocaine, and keep the beverage industry. Then after that, we'll definitely have to hire more hands. Hire more security if we're actually gonna make a deal with the village association to be an outpost near the Islamic culture of the villagers. We will they will definitely give us more favorable loans with better interest rates for us. Not just keep us money straight up for almost free. They'll definitely give us some iron coins, which is very good. Without that, we can start making better progress. We can capture some animals. We have big enough food industry. We capture some animals, make animal farms. We can kick up the leather industry. We can expand the village, probably that way. Because this really is a favorable area. On the edge of the desert, you can gather cactuses. You might even be able to find some ruins, temples, where you can get so many riches, so it might even be really good to go into the desert for adventurers. And those adventurers have to see their spawn point. And they can see their spawn point in one of the apartment houses. They start them as little cottages. Also, in the distance, I see some pumpkins. Where the fuck were the pumpkins? I saw some pumpkins in the distance. Was that the pumpkin? I swear because I saw a pumpkin in the distance. I can see a little bit. Anyways. I think I saw some pumpkins. You can gather some pumpkins to expand even more the production of the food. Yeah, it's good enough. But all this will require an initial investment. I would happily invest of all my resources, and I'll even defend the village. I'll happily do it if they vote for me, you know, but they wouldn't, because from what I have seen when I have talked with them, I don't hear them, but their are really aggressive towards me, so I feel like they don't like me. It's a shame because this village has so much potential. I think it will remain a shithole forever. For now, my tier living theories, so I told them what they are. Told you what they are. And yep, that's about it. You could also leave the lake, but just add some more roads and make maybe ports to have better fishing industry, to make it a fishing tourism. But I think they won't be interested, not because the in the best case the gambling, in the worst case the human trafficking, maybe being maybe, well, I don't know what human trafficking, but the what's the name, the drug production and consumption, which explaining why the house look like this, the gambling addiction, and the stripping stuff could possibly even be pornography in this village. Honestly, you know, the shit shacks, I wouldn't be surprised. One of those shit shacks right there. That stuff, in my opinion, gives too much money, and the whole thing with that thing would undermine my theory for the first theory, because if it was that bad, they would just move or call the village association. So I think it's either it could be all the three. It could be just the whole all the people don't see that it's a bad thing because of their culture or because of the greediness, and they can driven away the normal people, or the normal people run away. That's why I want to have those. Or it could be that their culture in general tells them it's normal and allowed. So many possibilities, but that's what I can deduce from this village right here. A little bit for village men. Okay. This is the part where I was talking about village. Now I'll do a bit of the battle. Okay. Now read number 32. We end up, where did we end up? I have 2 subscribers. Fuck. Nice. 32. I'll probably read 32 instead of 3. The only he saw Jacob came face to face with the angel of God, and when he saw them, he said, "This is damn good." So he gave the place the name Mahanaim. Now Jacob sent servants before him to Esau, his brother, the land of Seir, the country of Edom, and he gave them orders to say to the first Esau. Your servant Jacob says, "Till now I have been living with Laban. They have oxen and asses and flocks and maidservants and womenservants, and I have sent to give my lord news of these things, so that I may have grace in his eyes." When the servants came back, they said, "I have seen your brother Esau, and he's gone back to you for your and 400 men with him." The Jacob was in great fear and trouble of mind, and he put all the people and the flocks and the herds and the camels into 2 groups, and he said, if Esau only the one group makes an attack on them, they're to get away safe. Then Jacob said, "Oh God, my father Abraham, the God of my father Isaac, the Lord who said to me, go back to your country, your family will be good for you. I am less than not in comparison with all your mercies and faith. Your faith to me, your servant. For with only my stick in my hand, I went across Jordan, and I have become to a Huh? When? Be my savior from the land of his from my brother, from my fears that he will make an attack me, to death, putting to death mother and child. And you say, truly, I will be good to you, and make your seat like the sun of the sea, should not be humbled. Remember, when he put his tent there for the night, and from among his goods he took as an offering from his brother's house 200 she goats and 20 goats, 200 cows and 20 males from every sheep, 30 camels with their young ones, 40 cows, 10 oxen, 20 asses, and 10 young asses. This he gave to his servants, every herd by itself, and he said to the servants, come before me, and let there be a space between one herd and another. And he gave the orders to the first, saying, when my brother Esau calls to you and says, whosoever are you, and where are you going, who are you going? We're going, and whose are those herds? Yes, yes. Then said to him, these are your servant Jacob's. They are an offering for my lord, for Esau, and he himself is coming after us. He gave the same orders to the second and third, and told us who were the herds, saying, this is what you are to say to Esau in Sichem, and you say, further, Jacob the servant is coming after us, for he said to himself, I will take away his wrath by your offering, which Jacob settled, and then I will come before him. It may be great, I will have grace in his eyes. So the servant with offerings went on in front, and he mistook, and he himself took his rest, and that night in the tents with the people. And in the night he got up, and talking with him, his two wives, and the two servant women, and his 11 children, he went over the river Jabbok, and he took them and sent them away to the stream with Oshad. Till Jacob was by himself, and the man was fighting with him till dawn, but the moon saw that he was not able to overcome Jacob. What the fuck happened here? Gave him a blow in the hollow part of his head, bench, and he said to him, let me go now, for dawn is near. But Jacob said, I will not let you go till you give me your blessing. And he said, what's your name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, your name is not only Jacob, but Israel. For it is you fight God and answer. What man? Israel come. What the fuck? Well, I'm not getting from them. And Jacob gave the place. Then Jacob said, what is your name? And he said, what is your name to you? And he gave him a blessing. Oh, that is good. And Jacob gave that place the name of Peniel, saying, I have seen God that's blessed and still living. While he was going past Peniel, he came up, and he went with unequal steps because of his damaged leg. For this reason, the children of Israel and today never take the mistake in the whole of Jacob's food, because the whole of Jacob was touched. Oh, the muscle. So it was called Israel. Let's see. Huh. So fucking Jesus Christ. I wanted to be reading more, but Jesus fucking Christ. So what you're saying is that the fucking I was fucking good. He was fighting God. Jacob was fighting God. Fucking mental. Jacob has some balls then. Okay. So this is the end to my schizophrenic rambling about the village that I'm having my basement character in my survival world, and end my Bible reading for the day. Let me just do some manslaughter very quickly, and now I'll do public executions, an example for the villagers. Okay. Public execution time. And I will teach you dirty fucking drug dealer. Fucking drug dealers, man. Yeah, I'll fucking, hey, fucking got a flint, man. I can't do an edge, man. Anyways, at the end of the day, it's fine. Look at those cold eyes. He does not give a flying fuck if his friend died. Maybe he wasn't a friend, that's why he doesn't care. Anyways, I'll go greet the library a little bit, because fuck the mafia boss, man. He doesn't deserve anything. He ran away because he knew I was there. Now it's a parent house, and I want that shit to my current house. Maybe I shouldn't have killed the villager, man. I'll have you as my wee pet. Find the corner boy. Other corner man. Fucking bastard. Oh fuck, he died. Doesn't matter. Let me just... Perfect. I don't know why Mojang didn't made it so there's little house here, little area here, after they missed the opportunity. I also make some bookshelves. I will not kill no more villagers, but I'll make some bookshelves right here. Okay. That'll be for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, my schizophrenic ranting and reading chapter 2 to the Genesis. I'll see you around.